Well, today's a beautiful day and we're out on the road again. So, this is my little wood lot and I've got some toys out here. There's a Cat 215B excavator. We'll be doing a bunch with that. There's my bus. You've seen that in some videos. It doesn't really run. The engine's going in the skidder. And there's a John Deere 350 Bulldozer that's got a manual 6-way blade and a winch. Today, we're going to take the engine out of the bulldozer using the excavator. We'll probably even clear some of the snow because, as you can see, it's pretty deep. It's almost the bed of my truck, and this is my entrance road. So we're not going to take the truck down there today. Got a new culvert to put in here in the spring shortly. We'll pull the motor with the excavator. We'll probably clear off some of the snow so it melts decently, and we'll put the motor in the truck, take it home, rebuild it, and keep going. It's deep out here. Hey guys, as you can see, a lot of snow. We're going to start by taking all the guards and panels off of here, and we'll have to figure out these limb risers. I don't think they're factory. They look pretty homemade and they're welded on, so hopefully we don't have to take the cage off, but we might. So let's get started tearing this thing apart, and I guess you'll see what I'm up to. Diesel return line. We'll have to cap that in the line from the tank here. There's. So for fuel, I'm just gonna add this little pump plumbed in to try it out when I bought this thing, because the fuel pump on the machine's dead. I tried it, got it to sputter. Went back to pick it up a few days later. The starter was burned out. He obviously tried to get it going to try to sell it for more. Burned the thing out. I had a starter from a 450, which I was able to bolt up. And I tinkered around with it some more. Got good fuel pressure. Got the fire. Sounded awful. Pulled the dipstick. Oil was silver. I cut the filter open. It's full of metal. That's why we're doing a rebuild. But anyway, another old little trick here. Dull, cruddy old drill bit. This is junk that was in the bus. That looks about the right size. Wedge that in here. You can use a bolt. Drill bit's smooth shank, should work even better. Tighten her down. I'm going to leave it up just in case, but that should prevent from leaking there. Got a beat up old Craftsman extension. I think I can get through the rest of the day without it. I got more half-beat extensions at home. Very snug fit. Alright, fuel's get our fuel. Got this tube. I think this goes to the hydraulic pump. Not really sure. What I do know is it goes from the part that's coming off to the part that's staying, so it's got to come apart. And then there's this tube here, which same thing. I don't really know what it is, but goes across the two. It's probably hydraulic. I don't see any oil coming out, so I don't really know. Ow. Got a nice day to work. It's March right now. March this around here might be nice today and below zero tomorrow. It's usually the snowiest month, which is why I decided to get this out on a nice day. A good indoor project on one of those lousy days. Yeah, that's hydraulic oil. Got a 1-inch bolt down here, finger tight. Probably tighten that up while I'm looking at it. I think that holds the undercarriage on. And off comes the nose. I rounded the bolt a little bit. Whoever made this didn't really leave any clearance. It's tight all the way up here. I guess maybe it could have gotten water in it and froze and bent out like that, but it was right up to the bolt. But we got it. I think we got the bolts on the bottom and 3 on each side, and this nose should come off. So I'll see if I can get the ones on the bottom, and then we'll go grab a strap and loop through here. We'll go see if we can get the excavator fired up, bring that over, because I can't get the crane on the truck over here, and I certainly can't move that by hand. We'll see if maybe we can lift it up, slide it back. We'll have to be real careful. There's only about a 1/4 inch to the radiator. I don't want to smash that. That'll be pretty nerve-wracking with an excavator. Well, let's go get the excavator. Sometimes you just need a little help for a friend. In this case, John Deere is getting its engine pulled out by a caterpillar. Greasiest. Now, for the snow we're working in, check this out. 40,000 pound machine, it's riding right on top of it in the front. Sank the dirt in the back, so it's hit some spring rot for sure. Ta-da! Or whatever you want to say. Now, it's a little more manageable. So, got to figure out if I want to take the hydraulic tank and empty it, or just take the pump off and leave the pump hanging. Looks like, I think I might be able to take these two bolts and put the pump on the ground and not have to drain the system or mess with that, because that's just an extra thing to do. And then radiator support and engine should come out as a whole. We got a few more things to disconnect, but I can get to them easier now with the shroud off. And then we'll pluck the motor out, and I'll carry it with this machine through the snow and put it in the back of my truck. That was easy. Water's still up here, that's good. I think we got a good water, or a good radiator. I'll flush that out while I got it out of the machine. So this side, I gotta disconnect the pack. I think that's it over here. With the obvious exception of the motor mounting bolts. I'm gonna pull the fuel filter off next. That'll let me get to the tack drive. Tachometer cable's right here. I can't get to it right now. If I pull this filter, I'll be able to reach in and disconnect that. That should be everything on this side. Then I'll take you to the other side and we'll finish taking that apart. There's a bunch of sediment in here. There's actually a glass fuel bowl on this one. The other one's a metal one. Glass are nice, you can see in there. There's the tack drive cable. Doesn't look like the healthiest cable. Housing's cracked. Guess I should try to get another one of those. So now we got one bolt from this side and one bolt from under the console, and that's what holds the engine in. So if I had a 2-footer, I could put the impact out the front. Not very tight. We're going to take the throttle linkage off. Now we're going to take these lines off. They come from a pump on the other side. I think these are for power steering. It's got power assist on the brakes on this model as an option. Supposed to be nice. There we go. Those are off. I do have a pan here. I'm not dumping it on the ground. There isn't much coming out. It looks like hydraulic. It's nice and clear. Maybe we'll take these tubes out. That'll give me a little more swing. And I know I won't smash them up. I wouldn't be worried about that if I were doing it with the truck without the crane to be able to really wiggle it out. But doing it with the excavator, it'd be fine with two people, but by myself, it's got to be a little lumpy coming out, jumping back and forth. So I'll take those tubes out. So the straight end one is the top one. So drop that here to drain into the pan. One more hose, or pipe, I guess. Oh, this one's hard to get to. We'll get it. This funky one goes on the bottom. I have to move quick. I want to make some ski turns here before I leave. Brought my skins with me. Go shuffle up the hill and come flying back down. I get my work done first, though. I guess I could play hooky tomorrow and just decide to not finish this, get some ski turns and come back. That's not too bad an idea, actually. There we go, got it moving. This one might be fun to take out. This one's going to be a pain in the butt. I have to switch the wrench every 12th of a turn. Well, didn't find what I wanted, but I found a shorter 1/2-inch ratchet, which might do the trick. Might let me get a little more turn down in the hole. I'd like to finish up, because as I said, I'd like to get some ski turns in. You probably noticed the light just went down. I'm in a bit of a hollow. And it gets cold here pretty quick and early. We're at the base of a real steep ridge. There it is. Got it. Let's hook some lifting brackets onto here. There's a hole in the front bracket I think I can chain through, and then I'm going to stick a lifting bracket back here with one of the head bolts. And that should give us a good way to pick it up. I'm taking the engine apart anyway, so I'm not worried about the torque on it. Go. That's how the book says to do it, so hopefully it's centered enough to be happy about it. Take it easy because I don't want the motor to come out. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Yep, it's going to go somewhere. So that's going to come out easy. Yes, it's time to get the hoe. clean up enough to get my skis on, and I'm going up the hill. Thanks for joining me. We will, thanks for joining me. We'll continue with tearing the motor down back to the shop. That's not going to be today. That might be later this week.